Hi, this is Dana Diorsi from CoachWithDana.com, where we help you grow your business, unleash your potential, and create your most extraordinary life. So this week, I wanted to respond to a question that I am often asked, which is, when you are looking for a business coach to help you grow your business, what should you be looking for? And I wanted to share my thoughts on this, kind of the process that I go through myself when I'm selecting mentors, and hopefully these tips will help you as well. So the first thing you really want to look for is to make sure that the coach has both business skills and coaching skills. So these are two very different skill sets, and it's critical that your coach have both of them. So certainly there's the core business and marketing skills. But just because someone is savvy in marketing and business does not mean that they are a natural teacher or a coach who really has that skill of pulling the best out of someone and really helping them to motivate them to create their best future. So you really want to look out for both of those things separately. Next, you want to look for someone who is in a place where you want to be. So you want to find someone who is a certain number of steps ahead of you. And this is a really personal choice, and I'll share with you what I've done. I have a few different coaches and mentors that I work with, and they are kind of along different spots on the continuum. So I have some people I work with who are just a few steps ahead of me. So it's very easy for them to relate to the struggles that I'm feeling right now and kind of help me close that gap. And then I also like to work with people who are far and away ahead of me in my business, who are kind of where I want to be, where my goals are 5 or 10 years from now, because it really helps keep my visioning big, and they are often able to bring things to the table that I might never have thought of. One of the things when you're working with someone who is that far ahead in their business, typically their one-on-one time to work with them is at a higher premium investment level. So oftentimes, and what I've done is typically with those coaches, I'll be able to work with them more in a group capacity, maybe in one of their mastermind groups. And then for people that might be a little bit closer to where I am, I'm better able to afford their one-on-one coaching options. So it's really all about figuring out the mix that works best for you and that is in alignment with your goals. Next, you want to look at the coach's specialty area. So you may be looking to generally just grow your business this year and get more clients coming in. So a general marketing and client attraction or business coach might be right for you. But you also could be having some specific goals, like maybe you're writing a book this year, so you'd want to invest in working with a book coach. Or maybe you're building your speaker business, so it makes more sense to invest with a public speaking coach. So you really want to make sure that you look at your specific business goals before making the decision on who you want to work with. Then you want to look at the coach's testimonials. So check out on their website and make sure that they have documentation that the clients that they've worked with have achieved some specific business results and have improved the quality of their business as a result of working with the coach. And then I'd recommend that you want to really look at the quality of their content. So typically, a business coach is putting out some kind of educational content on their website, whether it be through a blog, maybe a video blog, or maybe they have public speaking engagements. So you want to sort of sample what they're teaching to make sure that they really know what they're talking about and that the content resonates with you. Next, and I think this is really, really critical, you want to look at their continuous learning process. So who are they learning from? Who are they mentoring with? And I love looking at that when I'm deciding on what coach I'd like to work with, because when you are mentoring with someone yourself, and I know I do this with my clients, I take all of that information and I synthesize it, and then my clients get the benefit of my having worked with those mentors, because I really just translate that information down to them. And so I really like to look at where my coaches are studying. Then you want to think about that person's coaching approach and how that might align with how you learn best. So for me, how I describe my approach to coaching is that I give tough love when my clients need it, when they need a little kick in the pants to get things moving. But I also am kind of like a warm hug when what they really need is to feel supported and heard. So I have that balance in my coaching. And so you want to think about how you learn best and make sure that your coach has an approach that aligns with that. And then you want to think about, typically a coach will offer a session where you can talk with them beforehand to learn the details of the programs. Sometimes they call this a strategy session. For me, I call this a get acquainted call. But during that call, you want to just pay attention to your gut and how you feel like your personalities mesh. Do you feel more energized and motivated after talking to that person, or do you feel drained? So for me, I like to call this kind of like the warm fuzzy factor. You should kind of feel a little warm fuzzy feeling, because this is a relationship and you're going to be spending a lot of time talking with this person, and you want to make sure that you're enjoying that time you spend together. And then finally, you just really need to think about the details. So once you have all of the program and information, the pricing information, you need to make sure that that aligns with what you're looking for and what works for you. And then also, their availability and their scheduling. So what time slots do they have open, and does that coordinate with your schedule? So those are just a few of my tips on how you can, the things that you can look at when you're making a decision on which coach is best to work with at a specific juncture in your business. So I hope you liked it. And if you're not already on the list to get these tips by email on a weekly basis, I'd encourage you to go to my website at coachwithdana.com and enter your name and email address, and you'll get on the list to get these emails on a weekly basis. So until we talk again, this is Dana Diorsi from coachwithdana.com, encouraging you to build your business and live your life with clarity, purpose, intention, and conviction.